Hello, and welcome to today's reading. Let me just wait for everything to load. Um, uh, so I do see that there are, some questions already, but here is what I would like you to think about. So I was planning that this session will be, in fact, a group reading. So we would have three groups, and I would read the future.
So, as I was saying before I was interrupted by the technical issue, I was planning that this session will actually be a group reading, so that we will actually in 1 month have one standard reading with your questions and one group reading. So I will now put the poll, and you will decide whether that will happen now or it will happen or that will start from the next month. So here is the thing. Okay. So the poll is in. Now I'll wait for your answers, so basically a couple of minutes, and we will see. All right. Okay. While we wait for that poll to finish, let me introduce myself, because that will be the same. So I am Jakov. I am professional psychic medium and energy therapist, of course, and a leading spiritual teacher. On this channel in particular, we will have posts about the future, basically the readings of your future and general future of of this planet. So if you watched my previous video, you could see that things were different there, so notice things. Well, the reason was very simple. That video was not supposed to be a promotional one, so I do not want to get likes or subscriptions based on tragic events that happen in the world. But I do think that it is my responsibility as a spiritual teacher to lead by example and to say when something is wrong and to stand with what is right. And in this particular case, that was very hard because, well, I don't agree with Hamas. Their ways are wrong, of course. But I am aware that the people in Gaza and other Palestinians live under, well, the same situation like Jews had in World War. So yeah, and that's the thing. When such situations happened, we must say what's right, you know. And unfortunately, civilians, normal people, pay the price, always. So yeah, and I myself, as a spiritual teacher, I don't think that I am supposed to be silent or to not do anything or to just like close my eyes to things, because even though I know that most other spiritual teachers will basically not do anything to not offend anyone or in any case, I'm not like that. And why I'm not like that is very simple. So I believe that if I want to teach my students, people of the world, my clients, that they should stand with what is right, that they should express their opinions, so EU11 EU1, what is a group reading? So the group reading is it's like a pick a card reading, but not just with one card, but actually it's for all the people. So for example, if I create 3 groups, so you close your eyes and you say like, okay, so you pick one of those 3, and I read the future for those people who picked that group. That's why I call them group readings. I don't consider those to be a collective reading, because collective reading is when I read the future of the planet. So that's what I did in my previous video, where I talked about the situation in the Middle East and all of that. Jakov, do you live in Russia? Well, not really. I'm not in Russia, nor Siberia or Syria, which is something that some people do misunderstand. I live in Serbia. That is part of the Europe, not yet part of the European Union, but close. So that is the thing. But anyway, my opinions are not based on what's popular in my country, because it doesn't depend on that. My opinions are based on universal truth and universal rules, the laws of the universe, which I follow. I don't care about other stuff. For example, in a situation between Russia and Ukraine, my country, basically, most people in my country were on the side of Russia. I was not. Because what Russia did was wrong. in this situation, my country is like, you know, there are some people who support Israel, there are some people who support Palestine. I don't depend on those. So I follow universal laws. And to deny a population of 2 million people food, water, electricity, gas, to deny those basic needs to 2 million people is just wrong. It's just wrong. It doesn't matter if some of those people did something wrong or bad. To deny the whole population food, water, electricity, and gas, that's genocide. Because that's even against the law on this planet. It's against international humanitarian law, but it certainly is against the laws of the universe. That's why on this matter, I stand with Palestine. Because what Israel does is wrong. What Hamas did was wrong too. But we do not respond to wrongdoings with more wrongdoings, because if we do, then we are in a circle. So imagine this. So there are people in Israel who believe that all Palestinians are animals because they're not Jews. And here's what happened there. I would not really like this video to turn into the previous type of video, but here is what actually happened there. So they consider those to be animals because they are Nazists, of course, and those people do not represent all Jews. Most Jews, most Israeli people are good people. However, the government is problematic, because in the government you even have a party that is called the Zionists. And if you search what Zionists mean, you'll actually see that Zionists want the planet where there are only Jews, no other nationalities. So what that means, you know? And honestly, I do think that we as a collective should do something about it. Because let me tell you, for example, if you live in United States, your government will send money and weapons to Israel for this ethnical cleansing. They will try to do it, at least. Let's see if they are successful with that, but they'll try. So they're not going to send the money from their own pockets. They'll send your money. They'll do that in your name. So you should say no. You can call your governors, you can call your politicians and tell them, you know, I don't want my money, because this is your money, to be used in a war in the Middle East. It has nothing to do with me. I don't want that. Okay? You don't have to express full support for Palestine like I did, okay? But you can say that you don't want your money to be used to kill innocent people just because they're different religion. Religion doesn't matter. And for Zionists, religion doesn't matter either. Only genes do. And when they're done with Palestine, they'll not stop. They'll keep going. Because their goal have never changed. The planet Earth, where they're only and exclusively Jews. And I know then that most Jews, I personally have friends who are Jews, they don't feel like that. You know? There's even an organization that's called Jews for Peace. That's anti-Zionist movement by the Jews, by Israeli people, who don't want their government to kill everything that has different genes. Okay? So, I just thought that this is important. That's why I made that video, and that's why I'm talking about this now, because, you know, of course, I could be like most other colleagues would be like, okay, so let's close our eyes, let's pretend nothing happens. Let's be like, oh, let's be positive, let's talk about, like, I don't know, rainbows, sun, and like beautiful things. Okay, yeah. But we should change something, because we can. And that's the power of our collective mind. We can change the future of this planet. Because just like your mind can create your reality, our collective mind creates our collective reality. Which means that if we as a collective say no, we want peace, we want all the people to live in peace, then it must be so. On the other hand, if we say, no, those are animals, their lives don't matter at all, then it will be so. And that will be tragic, because Israel will be punished for what they're doing. I know that. I've been in the spiritual realm, and the punishment is ready, and it will be delivered. And unfortunately, if Israel doesn't stop this, all of Israel will be completely destroyed by natural disasters that no one can control. And that is very sad. Because I'm not talking about the rich and powerful people. They'll jump on the first boat or first airplane and they'll run away. You know? That's what they do whenever there's a natural disaster. I'm talking about normal people like you and me. And that's why we must stop Israel. Israeli government, at least. Because I know that even in the government itself, there are good people who know that this is wrong. Let's give them support so they can do what is necessary to stop this. Because this genocide is a long-term project, unfortunately. It is happening for a lot of years. So it's time to stop. It's time for peace on planet Earth. It's time to forget our differences and to go back to our fundamental truth, that we are spiritual beings with physical experiences, and that our bodies, our colors, our gender, our nationality, religion, this and that don't matter at all. We are all humans, we are all equal. And that's the thing they want you to forget. They always, every war is started by the idea that one nation is superior to others. That's how the World War II started. And if this continues in the Israel, that's how the World War III will start. The same way. Same case. Just different sides, different players. And the same outcome. If we don't change anything, everything will repeat. Because the history of humanity, we remember the history of humanity just so we can change it. You know? And if we don't, then everything will keep repeating until there's nothing left. And that is not the future I want for myself, my future children, or you, or your children, or your future children. No, that's not the future. And that's why we must do something in the present, right now. Okay? And sorry for this, like I didn't plan this to be like, but I do believe that it's very important that we are authentic and that we say the truth. So this is how I feel. And maybe you can see that on my face, in my gestures, that that's how I feel, unfortunately. And as someone who knows the future of the whole planet, I can tell you that this is very dangerous. And that I hope, honestly, that there will be enough wise people who will stop the war. Not support it, not finance it, stop it. And that is something that is very problematic, because look at what the Europe is doing, you know? Look what, I do understand they feel guilty for what they did in the World War II, but that doesn't mean that that justifies the ethnical cleansing of Palestinian people just so that they will not feel guilty for ethnical cleansing of Jewish people. You don't wash one wrongdoing with another. That's not the way. So, yeah. But anyway, they support it. They plan on sending weapons. They plan on sending everything else. While also sending money to Palestinian people to rebuild the houses and everything. So now think about that. What's behind that? You know, they'll send money for them to rebuild houses and the weapons to destroy those. So what's the game? It's not the houses they want. They want to kill those people. That's the game. That's what they want. And that's something that we can stop as a collective. And you, as a awakened spiritual person, have much more power against this than some other people who are not awakened yet. That's why we can stop it. All right? Anyway, so the votes are in, and it is 67% for yes, I want that, and 33% for next month. All right. So this okay. So I'll close the poll now. It's 20 minutes. So I ended the poll, and yeah, it's very clear who's the winner. So here's the thing, how that will go. So basically, the plan is that every month we'll have one session in which you can ask your questions, and another session in which you can pick one of three groups, and I'll read for that group. So instead of like asking your personal question, you get more of a general reading. So of course, I do plan that those videos will be called differently so that people will actually know what is what. But this is also alongside with all the things happening in the world, I just couldn't do that yet. So yeah. And thank you for your votes. Now, this is how it will go. So I will create now groups. Oh, I cannot do that on the screen. Well, I think I can. Let's see. Just a minute and I'll be right back, actually. So just a second to see if I can actually do that on screen. If not, then we will do it in our minds. So this is how it will actually look. I'll do my best to make it better next time, but for now, so this will be 1, 2, and 3. So that's how it will be. I hope you understand it, and yeah. So we will have 3 groups. Now I want you all to close your eyes or do whatever, and in your mind pick one group. This will actually tell you the future for your life. So next month, based on the group reading for you, and this is how it actually look. It will be the love life, financial, and of course like spiritual, personal, that kind of thing, or health. So depending on what pops up. So I hope it works for you, and we can start. Next time it will be definitely better. But for now, that's how it is. Sorry for this. Anyway, let's go. So we will first do the reading for group number 1. So let's see. Yes, Richa, as I said, I added the poll where people could choose whether today will be like regular session with your own questions or a group reading. So they picked group reading, so that's how it will be. All right, so for group 1, let's see your future. So here is what we can see about your love. Finances, spiritual, and sorry for that. Spiritual and physical health. So for the group 1, this is what we have. All right. So group 1, I do see that you still need to work on your self-love. And that is a process. That's not very easy, but it's very important. I do see that you are on that path already for quite some time. You're working on your self-love, and that is very important. That is challenging. It's not an easy process, but that will actually bring you a lot of love from other people in the future, because when you learn how to love yourself, other people will know how to love you too. So that's what I see about your future love life. I do see a strong love here for you from that you will receive very soon. So this love was there for quite some time. You just couldn't see it. You didn't accept it. So that's the thing, but it is getting better. And what I can say about all of that is also that you can expect that it will significantly, sorry for this, I need to, so what I wanted to say before I had technical issues is that I do see that there's a lot of love around you. Yeah, there will be 3 groups, so 3 for now. Maybe that will change in the future. Let me just add that. So here is big one of good. Alright, done, and let me pick it. I think this is how, yeah. Good. as you can see in the chat, it is the pinned message. Pick one of the 3 groups and figure out your future. So let's go back to the group 1. So this is what I see for you. I see a lot of people wanting to love you, but you just didn't allow it because you didn't love yourself, so you didn't know how to accept the love from other people. And you also ended up in quite a lot of toxic relationships for the same reason. So group 1, about your finances, I do see that you had a lot of money going through you. But when I say going through you, that's what I mean. It just went through you, it didn't stay. So it came and went. And that is something that will change in the future, because in the future I do see that the money you are earning and the money you get will actually, you will learn how to use it the best way so that it will stay with you, it will stay in your life. It will not disappear like before, because as I said, there is a lot of money like coming and going through your life. So that is something that is also very, very important to know, that your life and your finances will be significantly better because you will learn how to use the money that comes to you. And now let's see your spiritual and physical health. Yeah, so your physical health and spiritual health, I just see a lot of balance, a lot of balancing actually. So there is this energy, you know, you are balancing yourself, you're getting more at peace with who you are and what you do. And also I do see that you start to accept a lot of new energies, a lot of changes that is coming your way. And also the future here is one of control. So you will learn how to properly manage your spiritual life and your physical life so that they will not interfere with one another, so that they will not actually, you know, cause the other one to be in problem. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. As I said, this is my first group reading, like live or something, so things will get better in the future, but I just wanted to know how this will go. And yeah, also about the first group, I felt a lot of like father energy, but not like caring father, but not like a controlling person. So that might not be the father, like a person, you know, but it might be actually that it's a more of situation, you know. So, all right, I hope that helps. Now let's go to group number 2. And let's see what is in your future, group number 2. For those of you who picked number 2. By the way, I also, like, feel free to leave a comment or a message here. The point of those readings is that if other people come to this session later, it will still apply. So it is timeless. It depends on the moment when the person picked the number. So if, I don't know, in 3 months someone comes to this video and they pick a number, the things will actually apply to them at that point in time. So that's the reason why I wanted to make those. So I'll actually do those. It will be like completely different, like headline, completely title, completely different description, so that people will actually know what it's what. But anyway, for now, that's how it is. All right, so the group number two, let's see what's in your future. Group number two. Let's see your love. Finances. And spiritual and physical life. Okay, so okay. All right, so here we have like pretty similar situation like with the group number one, except that this person actually receives money right now. So those people who picked group number two, you will in fact receive a lot of money now. So the time where money just came and went is behind you, and now, you know, you will receive money and you will know how to properly manage it. So that's a big difference here. So instead of like you know, having that issue right now, like the group number one, you already solved that issue. You learned the lesson, you learned to manage the money, and that is a very important distinction here. All right, so let's see your love life. Oh wow, this is a big difference here. So in your love life, I do see that you are probably already in a relationship, or if you're not, you feel loved by someone, by yourself, by someone. So I do see that you feel loved and you are happy in your love life. You know, there's another thing that I see. So I do see that you are preparing for a long-term, permanent partner. So not just like a short one, not like a fling or a flirt or something like, no, you are preparing for a long-term, permanent partner. And that is a very, very good thing because that partner is on the way, you know. So that's a very good thing. So it's probably that you are, yeah, if you are currently in a relationship, your partner is that the permanent one. If you are not, then this actually means that you should use this time while you are alone to prepare, because the universe is preparing you for the permanent partner, and probably the next partner will be that one, the permanent partner. So let's see your spiritual and physical house. Wow. Okay, so this is very, very interesting here. For the group 2, I do see that you are in balance actually with your spirituality and your physical life. You are in balance. Things are good. The only thing that is not very good are your emotions. And I do see that you are currently working on it. You are working on your emotions so that they will not control you anymore, and they will actually like so that you can be the master of your own emotions instead of your emotions being the master of you. And I see also that you are currently you prefer to be by yourself, to do like personal work, personal meditations. I don't see you enjoying like group activities, going to group therapy, or talking with a lot of people. I see you like you currently need like maybe just a couple of friends or just be by yourself. So basically I do see that you currently need yourself instead of other people. So that's a very interesting situation for group number 2, honestly. Oh, and by the way, let's start another poll. So all right, so go. So this is the poll, so you can decide whether or not in the future we will use numbers as group names or crystals. All right, let's keep going. It's time for group number 3. Let's see your future, your finances, love, and spiritual and physical health. Let's see what's going on for you. Let's see. So, love. Money. And spiritual and physical. Okay. Okay. So let's start with your love. Okay. This is problematic. Yeah, I do see that you had narcissistic partner who hurt you a lot, and you are currently in the process of healing from that. That doesn't mean that the previous partner was the narcissistic one. It might be one before or something, but you are currently healing from the damage that was done by the narcissistic partner or partners, because I do also see that there's a possibility that you had like history of narcissistic partners, basically one after another, which is very, very problematic. And this is what I see for you. I see that you are healing from that, but the universe is healing you right now so that you can understand what is true. And the narcissistic partners, they tend to, to gaslight you, to tell that, you're crazy for thinking those things, you're not right, you this and that. And that is something that is going to change. You start to trust yourself, your intuition, your heart. And that is very, very important. So about your love life, I don't really see you currently in a relationship. Maybe if you decide to heal through the relationship, which is also possible, but I'm not sure about that. It looks like you heal for the next relationship so that you will not attract the narcissistic part again. So that is very, very good thing for you. So let's see your finances. Okay. Well, you saw that I shuffle the cards, right? So the fact that we get the same cards means that the message is quite the same, but I will say it anyway. So the point here is that, in the past, there was a lot of money going through your hands, and now, you learn how to use the money that you get. And that is the situation with your finances right now. And that is actually very, very good. You learn how to use your money, you learn how to control it, you learn how to be its master instead of its servant. So that is a very good thing, and it is actually very similar to the previous groups, which is interesting because I do shuffle and a lot, but yeah, so I guess because of the collective energy, it could be that this video actually attract the people with similar kinds of issues, so that's fine because we can heal together. And here is interesting thing about your spiritual journey and your physical life. So I do see that you are quite healthy in a physical way, which is a very good thing. Anna Maria, yes, so if you are attracted to 2 numbers, you can in fact pick 2. Yeah, there's no problem with that. And the best thing about this type of reading is if you missed your number when this video is done, you can just rewatch it and the message will be there. So yeah, that's the point of those timeless readings. So back to the situation at hand. So here is what I see. In fact, for the group number 3 is that your physical health is quite good. You learn how to take care of yourself, and that was quite a journey. I do see that you have changed a lot of things from the previous situations. There are some sacrifices that were made in order to improve your health. Maybe you drop some unhealthy habits, you start eating more healthy food or something like that, and that is very good for your spiritual and physical health. And this is the future. I do see that you are getting better. I see that your health in a spiritual and physical way is getting better. So I do see the improvement, I see growth, but I also see that you need to let go of some of the controlling aspects that were created. So the ideas that, you basically have to go through a lot of those stuff, like there are rules, if you don't do this, you go to hell, something like that, or if you do this, you go to hell. Like I do see something that resonates with religions that doesn't resonate with you anymore. So the rules from the religions, you are getting free from those, and that is a very, very, very important thing for you. So yeah, I hope that those answers did resonate with you and that you learned something. So now I cannot do the personal readings, so yeah, there will be actually more sessions like this. So here's the situation. So basically this is the plan. I do plan on having 2 sessions every month, and because of the new calendar that I'm using, I do not consider a month to be 30 or 31 days, but 28 based on the lunar calendar that I'm currently using. So from the new moon till the new moon, all right? So that's the month. And that is more aligned with natural things and a lot of like those how to say that, well, laws of the nature of the universe, and because of that I decided to switch my calendar. And that switch actually means that every 28 days you will have 2 sessions with me. One in which I will answer your questions that you ask in the chat, and another one that will be a group reading like this. So the pick a card reading. I will find proper name for that, and you will definitely know which is which, because I will take care of that. But for now, you know, I couldn't do that because I was busy with a lot of other stuff. But I'm happy that we were able to somehow manage it. Like, you know, like this is the last minute idea. Sorry. This. No. Yeah. This. Yeah. That's the, yeah. That is a last minute idea, but that will get better. So yeah. Now let's go back to the standard thing so we can actually talk. And yeah, I hope that you liked this segment. I will improve it significantly. I'm not very satisfied with how it went. I'm happy that you received the answers and that those will resonate with you. But the technical aspect just is not good enough in my opinion, so that will be improved. But in the meantime, I do want you to tell me what you think, how you felt, and you know, such things, so that we can properly manage everything. And it's already like 11 minutes. So I will wait a little bit longer, so there'll be 20 minutes, just like the previous poll, so more of you can say your opinion. But I do see that the crystals are clearly winning with very significant majority. So I guess that's what we will follow. But as I said, I'll wait for 20 minutes till to close this poll, so that more of you can in fact say your opinion and tell me what you prefer. For me, it's quite the same. Instead of me saying, you know, group number 1, I'll say, for example, for those of you who picked rose quartz, for example, or amethyst, or tiger's eye, like if you decide to go with crystals, I'll decide on 3 crystals, or I can actually post the question. So next time I can pick 3 crystals that we will use for that particular session, but then I can have you have the poll in which you can pick the crystals we will use, and we will use the 3 with the most votes. So, if that works for you. Or I can do that in a post in the community section of my channel, so that's also a good thing. And by the way, the reason why I wanted to do this is because I want this channel to have a value, not just for those who are able to come to the session itself, but so that you can, for example, when you drink a coffee or something, or eat some sweets with someone, and they are like, you know, I would like to know, you know, what is going to happen in my future, I don't know what's going on with my finances or something like that, you can be like, oh, you know, you can watch this, pick a group, and you will know. that's the point of those timeless readings, because they are not locked. So yeah. And I'm very happy to see the response, although I can feel that some of you are sad for not being able to ask your questions. But this is more like, you know, we will have both. And if we are going to check 1 month, you know, in advance, then it doesn't make sense that we will have 2 sessions with where you will ask the same question, yeah, because the answer is going to be the same. So there's no need for that. So instead of repeating that, we will actually have a little bit better situation. So basically you can ask your questions in 1 session, and you can pick the group in the other session. That seems more fair, and as I said, the purpose of this is that you can in fact help your friends and other people, you know, who are not sure, who are uncertain about their future. You can be like, okay, so pick the group, here's the video, pick the group, you'll know your future. So I do think that that is a significant advantage of such videos, because they are not locked, so they don't apply only to you, but to any people in the future who pick this and that group. So yeah. In that way, they bring the permanent value to my channel, which was not the case. So I do keep the records from from every live sessions that I do, but those records are there only for those who already asked their questions and maybe were not there to hear the answer or something like that. But for those people in the future, so after, like, the minute the session is over, if there's a new person coming to my channel, they have 0 value from that session. I mean, not really 0, because I do share some like universal advices throughout the session, but no one's gonna watch a 2-hour session just to hear some universal advices here and there. So, and that's why the group readings are very useful. However, I don't plan to have only that. So we will keep personal readings because they're most accurate and most useful for the people who come to my channel. But for the new people, the group readings have more value. So this is like a pilot episode. If you watch series or something, you know, the pilot episode shows whether or not something is working, and if the public, the people want to see it. And I can say for this particular segment that it actually is something that a lot of you wanted to see, because I see huge spikes in the viewership here in the analytics. So that is awesome. That means that I'm not sure that this video will actually be the most watched, but probably up there with those. But the point is that the videos with group readings actually bring permanent value because they do not depend on the current, on whether or not someone is able to be there while I do the reading. So for example, you can have a friend who wanted to ask their question in today's video, and unfortunately they were on work, so they couldn't, you know, so they can just watch the video tomorrow and they'll get the answer anyway, because it doesn't depend on whether or not you are here when I do the session itself. So that helps me. However, I do plan on doing all sessions like live with you, because I honestly hate editing videos. Those are very unpleasant moments. I don't like editing videos, so I'm not gonna do that. I prefer live things, and it's more natural. I just talk with you, you watch me, you ask, you think, you know, I can feel your feelings, you know, and it is actually more useful for me. So Beverly, there will actually be one with individual questions and one with group readings every single month. But when I say every month, because I use different calendar, that means 13 times per year, because I don't have, I'm using 28 day a month, which follows the moon cycle. Therefore, there's 13 moon cycles within one solar year. So that's what we will actually use. And by the way, I am using EST as a standard time zone for live sessions. So just so you can know. And that's it. 20 minutes. All 10 votes are in, and crystals have won with 90%. All right. So thank you for your votes. Let me close the poll, and you will see it in a couple of seconds. It should be there. I hope so. All right. So I'm not sure why the poll is not here yet. The previous poll was, so that's weird. Anyway, yeah, you picked the crystals with 90%. So that's what we do. So we will actually use crystals as group names in the future readings. So I hope you enjoyed this session with me. And maybe if you have like some general things you'd like to know, you know, like about me or the channel or something, you can ask those. Like, you know, imagine if we are on a tea break, or like, you know, you drink tea with me or coffee, something. So if you have some questions like that, you can ask them. But I am quite satisfied, not completely, with the current session. I do see some things that will be improved in the next session. Particularly, I will improve the graphical aspect. So we will keep you know, I will use this area for those like group pictures, but there will be pictures instead of just this or this. So there'll be groups and there will be pictures with groups here, and that will be, yeah, the case. And of course you will have the pinned comment, you know, telling you that there are 3 groups. You pick the group, and you know, listen to the answer for that group. If you feel attracted to more than one group, you pick 2, no problem. So yeah, and I hope you enjoyed this session with me. I know it was a little bit different than before, but I do think that it was better. will keep personal readings as, because that is like my signature. That's something I love to do. But this is more useful for new people. So we'll have both types of readings on my channel, and I hope that works for you. By the way, my channel currently doesn't have a lot of subscribers, so that should change, because when we are monetized, when we get to 1,000, I plan on doing one session every week. So yeah, but for now this is okay, because I don't make any money from the session itself, but yeah. All right, so whether I hope you received some answers from this reading, and that I'll see you all in my next live session. However, if you want to go further, like ask for a personal reading or individual treatment, like something like that, if you decide to go for a reading that gives you 30 minutes one-on-one with me to ask anything you want to know, it's a video call, or if you're not comfortable with video call, audio call, it's fine. One-on-one with me, where you can ask as many questions as you want within those 30 minutes, and like there's no limit on the details or something. You can go as deep or as shallow as you want. If you decide to go for treatments, the treatments can help you on all 4 levels of your existence. They're going to help you in your energy level with your chakras, meridians, other issues with your energy body, etheric cords, which is very problematic, etc. Emotional body, your stagnant emotions, buried emotions, emotions you don't want to think about anymore, but control you, all of that, we will release those. Mental body, your beliefs, ideas, even memories that don't serve you, that actually are holding you back, are sabotaging you, we will release those and replace them with new ones that will actually help you achieve your goals faster. And finally, the physical one, where we will actually help you feel better and be healthier. All of that with one purpose, just one purpose, so that you can live the life you truly deserve. All right, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I'll see you all in my next session. I am Jakov. Bye.